afternoon, everybody. It's Bart and Stacy from the Sound Couple, and we're heading off to an outdoor gig. This is one we've done before. I think it's been a couple years, but it's a neat place. But it's one that the architects definitely ruled on design. Love these lovely places, but the load in and just the logistics to get in there, all of that was a complete afterthought. Thankfully, it's a nice day, and they have a pretty conservative weather clause, but we don't have to worry about rain for the second time being there, so I'm not too worried about it. But it's like where the band is playing is like a circle, so it's really, I mean, there's like an audience area, but it's a pretty wide area, and then on the other side of this pond, there's like a hill where I guess people watch from as well. So if it's anything like last time, what we're going to end up doing is most likely a center fill. We'll see how far out the spread is. And the band is in here this time. So typically, sometimes we like to put in a center fill just to make sure the vocals are there. But we're also going to put in a backfill. And that was per request of them the last time. We'll kind of play it by ear, see where that all goes. But a backfill meaning we pointed one of our 328s at the back, out from the back of the stage, at the people watching from the back side of the band. Like I said, it's an interesting, neat place, designed pretty poorly for logistics, for trucks and weather purposes, but it is a nice place. It is a quick in and out for us. I think we're just doing one set, 6:30 to 8. We're not far from home. We like that, so we're looking forward to it, and we'll see you when we get to the gig. Okay, we are here, and that's the bathroom right there. I was like, I remember they don't have like real bathrooms here, but couldn't remember quite where they are. But we again have authorization to do this, to drive on the path, and they have a nice concrete barrier down here right before the stage. And I think we're gonna I think we tried to back down, right, Stace? So we're gonna pull up and then back down. So the band is right on this circle.
Yeah. Right
so I think, Stace, you're gonna hop out and we're gonna back right up as close as we can get, which is that concrete pillar. Okay, we are here. We got the truck backed up. Like I said, this is a really neat spot. The band is gonna be up on the circle here, playing to the crowd this way. So like I said, it's a wide area to cover, and putting the speakers in a strategic spot is a little bit tough for just a traditional point and source cabinet. But we're just gonna kind of, I think, go off to the side as much as we can, and then there's also an incline up, so you're trying to cover not only a wide area, you're covering up. We've had more up than this. And then here's the back, and this is what I was talking about on the way here, is that there's the hill where people sit at as well. So they're gonna, here comes the tool cat. So we're gonna be most likely pointing a speaker from about here, pointing it back up at the hill. Okay, so we're gonna get unloading and get this show up and running. what it's looking like so far. This looks really familiar to a gig we did a couple weeks ago, but it was a bigger area, but kind of this bowl seating. Stacy's getting stage boxes set up. We did end up going with the front center fill here, which will cover kind of everything up here. Those would have probably done okay, but I don't know. You know, it's the bandwidth in ears. It's just kind of nice to have that additional support with the vocals and actually in the instrumentation, since the drums are the only thing making noise on stage. So I normally run the center fills, and in this case the back fill. Usually run those into a matrix, and typically just feed the subgroups into the center and rear fill matrix. So that would be a combination of drums, tracks, bass, guitars, and vocals. So that's what this is looking like back here, and that is going to cover this area that people will be sitting on up there. So I think we are making really good progress, and Stacy's taking a drink and I'm going to be taking a drink. It's another great day. They reserved us parking up there, so the van's relatively close, but we have to drive all the way around to get to it. So if there was some weather, that van is close, but oh so far away. Yep. All right, we made a one slight change here, and that is we decided to go with a side fill here as opposed to the back fill, and that was a discussion with the organizer here. They said they get more people up in that area because that's where all the food trucks are. So is that locked?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we're instead pointing this speaker up the hill, and she said if these people want to hear it, they can come on over. So it's like, I was joking that this isn't the YouTube 360 tour. We're 180 at best, maybe. So I got him way up there. I mean, I just brought him up. I like that. Okay, we can live with that. All right, so now Gordy, how's the volume?
Loud.
Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah. That's too much. That's good.
Okay, you must have backed it down a little bit. You must have backed it down a little bit. I did. Okay. It just was.
You can give me just a hair more of Gordy's volume there while we're there.
There we go. Is there any other pain points at the moment? I wish we were taking a break. But, I mean, how you feeling?
Yeah, overheated.
Huh?
You can't hear me.
Huh?
Nobody can hear me. We good?
I think so, for now.
Okay.
My bass is a lot clearer and not so like
Okay.
low end. Sort of weird sound.
So Adam, make sure you. This scene has to be saved, or
Two, yeah. Two, yeah. Do a little more Gordy.
Coaching, but I definitely have the certification.
Oh, wow. How long did it take you to do that?
About 3 months.
Okay.
Square Lake, 51 degree water temperature wetsuit. Scuba down there, down in Canada. You guys have the soundboard?
Technically this. Yep.
You know who Don is? touch,
4 minutes.
my Alexa,
Tracks. Oh, tracks.
and
Sorry.
I
Thank
even
you.
got the lights on. You just say, Alexa, turn the light on. But over there, they have free Wi-Fi. 10 devices. All you gotta do is different modes.
Right, right.
They're all direct except for drums, so no amps on stage. Do the intro.
So you could be anywhere.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Wi-Fi can be flaky sometimes. Yeah. Right. Intro. Just cooler and shit. Yeah, it takes a little bit of. All right, everyone, we are set up. It is 6:11. We ran a sound check, as you saw, and there is a chance, or there is weather that's going to move in, but it shouldn't be coming in until after we're done playing. But again, this is summer gigging. There was no chance of rain, and it's now there is a storm. Well, it's coming, but probably not until we end up playing or after we're done playing, hopefully. But we're going to be keeping a close eye on the weather.
That's all because of you. And you wouldn't want me any other way. You may be right. Not very nice, keep great up. So me down, making no time. I gotta keep rolling.
Take a real quick second here to explain what we got for the center and the side build out. So we're running that off the Matrix, and I'm feeding the sub mixes in there, the kit, the tracks, guitars, and the vocals, and that's how we're doing it. We're doing them post, so when we move any of the faders on the mains, that'll affect the volume of the Matrix as well. So running a post and this feeding some of the subgroups. The other thing, real quick, we got one of the matrices running off there at 6. We got another one running off the stage box over there. So on the analog sense, we got mix 6 running in the mix 12. And on the ABB sense, we have ABB 46 going to mix 12, which corresponds to the mix on the Matrix.
That's it.
Hope you heard that.
Black cats and voodoo dolls. I feel a premonition that girl's gonna make me fall. She's into new sensations, new kicks in the candlelight. I've got a new addiction for every day and every night. She make you take your clothes off and go dancing in the rain. She make you live a crazy life. She take away your pain.
Best I can do, let me double check. All I got is large and
Jaden, see the garbage can right there by where the man in the car is? They're supposed to throw all of our garbage in there with the boys that don't want to go in there.
oh, moist, very moist.
I got the.
Can you undo those two?
I can, or do you want to yank them out?
Any bars or any festivals or whatever, or when we play at BIR,
Put it down.
So we could play whatever. But there was a stretch where he was, yeah, there was a stretch where he forgot about it completely.
I never forgot about Adam.
How can you forget that?
And this is a different kit from last time?
I think you ordered it when you tried out for us or something like that. Because I don't think you ever played it.
All right.
I'm not passing that.
Yeah, that's
But yeah, I'll definitely be going there.
and have at it.
Random numbers like
Have at it. Yeah.
Like we like kryptonite, like moving all over the place. I don't know where the true is expected to be on any given day.
And, yeah, when we bought these on the site, it's very different. It's like, well, what does this mean? And I'm
Yeah,
playing
I
it, I'm
mean, it
like,
could be anywhere. It's like a drummer or something.
I tried lining it up to a click in GarageBand and it wouldn't stay. It's like, well, why the hell did they do that?
You like can't alter it. Like, I've tried.
Whose states are those? Roll on is yours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's got a trailer thing over here.
That's Stacy's.
What's that?
That's the one from her salmon.
Forget your.
Alright, I'm out. See everybody
All right,
Saturday.
Kurt.
Drive carefully.
Keep me posted about tomorrow. I'll see. I'll check on Lisa.
I'd like to. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I'll message
How they
you.
work those fine. Did you get your cable?
I did.
Yeah.
I found my cable after I
Stacy's
bought
working in the
Yeah, I
so
saw
I
that.
got my last day going up to the apartment, so I gotta get as much out.
Get it over with, Gordy.
Come up and visit you, Duluth, or just go to OMC. I want to.
Thanks, Kurt.
I don't know what I'm getting for per kid. It's like 6 for 4 days.
Finally.
Oh, I heard that.
That stinks.
No fun is easy.
Yeah, it's probably just
Yeah, we're rhino damage. Just freaking drive her on.
Well, Nevis, they yell at you for that.
When was that? Getting there or leaving?
Getting there,
you
we
know who
pulled
we
in,
are.
The guy was like, the
sound
house
guy
right
from
before
Rhino,
the business
bastards.
kind of started. We had to drive wrong down the one way.
This is a one-way, damn it.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Well, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Greatly
of course.
appreciate it.
That rubber band was not good.
Actually, we're making decisions
What other band?
for
Band that played at the other bar.
Yeah.
oh,
Before we were
yeah.
tearing
No,
down.
yeah.
We've done it. I know we
Flat
got
teeth.
skipped last year.
Well, hey everybody, this is like take number 3 and the darkness is setting in. The gig is over. We're saying it's 8:58 because we finished packing up in under an hour and we're out of here. The good news is the weather did hold out. It kind of broke up around us. That kind of came out of nowhere, and we're in kind of in this weird sound zone right here. There's a building behind us. There's this like weird slap back here.
Yeah.
It's kind of unique.
It's very acoustic here.
Yep. But it was a good night. It was the first night with their new drummer, Permanent. He's played with them a couple times, but this was like gig number 2, I think.
He did a fabulous job.
He did a great job. The system sounded really nice. We did our side fills here, and I mentioned that we did that on a matrix. That sounded awesome. Well, it did the job. I don't want to sit here and say everything sounded awesome, but it filled out here. We did the front fill. Maybe didn't quite need that so much. I actually ended up turning that down a little bit. Okay, so let's recap. So this is like take 3. So we talked about the weather held out, the new drummer. We are taking their in-ear rig tonight. We did some tweaking on that. We have actually never connected to it, and they have the older PreSonus RM32. So there were some bad cables. We're going to take it. I'm going to fix up some cables. We're going to go through their. Well, actually, we went through their scene a little bit, made some adjustments to preamps and some EQing. Still some more work to do there, but we are taking careful ownership of it, and so to speak, that I'm not going too deep, but I will fix some XLR cables and I'll check some of the other cables that need some looking at as well. Now Stacy has something to say as well.
So even seasoned people do rookie mistakes, and I pulled that tonight. Where at the end, there was music playing as the outro, just getting torn down, hopefully getting through the weather and all that, and yep.
Stacy's plucking XLR cables like she's
Normally
a
that
madman.
box, normally where we have that stuff plugged in, any other time without this group we could do that,
But here's the lesson. It's the mixer gets turned on, the speakers get turned on. That's the order of operation. And then when we're at the end of the night, speakers get turned off, then mixer gets turned off. But in conjunction with that stage box all those inputs don't get pulled out till both of those are done. So it just surprised me that we're playing the music and I'm doing my thing, and I kind of glanced over, I see Stacy, and I'm like, whoa, and then the music went dead. And you know, it was cool, it wasn't a big deal, but it just kind of those refinements that separate. I don't know how else to say it, but
Tonight I was not a pro.
okay.
There we go.
All right, guys, we got a lot more gigs coming up. This was a fun one tonight.
Yeah.
So thankfully the weather held out, and thanks for always for watching, and we will see you,
You at the next gig.